In the wake of games like Five Nights at Freddy's seeing significant success, I have seen a million horror mascot games pop out of the woodwork. It's crazy. And most recently, I played Indigo Park, which came out last year. It's one of the newer mascot horror games, but it had so much success, so much popularity, and so much support that the Kickstarter for Chapter 2 actually raised all the money it needed, which was $50,000 in a day, which is crazy. I checked today, and it's up to almost $300,000. Now, I saw all of this, and I thought, what kind of game would this have to be to garner so much attention and so much love? Well, that's what we're talking about today. Hey everyone, it's Sumi, and today we're taking a look at Indigo Park. If you're new to the channel, make sure to like and subscribe, and let's get to it. Indigo Park was released in May of 2024 and absolutely blew up in June. It was developed by Unique Geese, a game developer and YouTuber who just started developing games in 2023 when he remade Garten of Banban after some really bad reviews, and everyone loved his remake. Since then, he released Indigo Park Chapter 1, Birds of a Feather, and has Chapter 2 in the works with a release date set around December 2025. Chapter 1 is a first-person horror exploration game similar to games like Poppy Playtime or Finding Frankie. You're visiting the rundown and abandoned theme park Indigo Park, created by Isaac Indigo.
For all who journey to this newfound paradise, we welcome you. Indigo Park offers a slice of the American dream to call your own.
Guided by Rambley the Raccoon, the park's AI character, you're led through the depths of this derelict place and learn some very unsettling things. Now, when I say AI, I don't mean AI in the way that we know it, like ChatGPT. The creator clearly stated that it is not actual AI, but some sort of actual sentient being in the game. How sentient they are in the game, we don't really know, and I'm going to leave that up to game theory to figure out. Indigo Park has some really fun characters aside from Rambley as well. Chapter 1 mainly focuses on 2 of the 4 major mascots, Lloyd the Lion and Molly Macaw, with a third mascot, Finley the Sea Serpent, seeming to take on the role of the next big challenge in Chapter 2. They are terrifying, although to me, Lloyd just looks like he needs a little hug. Personally, I really loved the game, and I loved the world that it was setting up. It gave off very similar vibes to Disney or Universal Studios, where huge emphasis is put on the perfection of the rides and the characters and the experience. And to see that fall into such disrepair honestly does give it a very creepy, eerie vibe. I enjoyed having Rambley as a guide through the park, telling me what to do and giving me instructions on where to go. It's not even that the game is hard and I need the instructions, otherwise I don't know what to do or where to go. Because actually, the layout of the park is really well designed in how it directs the player. The gameplay is really easy to pick up on, and there aren't really any puzzles to do besides like maybe 2 or 3. They aren't challenging puzzles either. Like if you use your eyes and you look around, like you'll figure it out eventually. I also thought that Molly Macaw was a really great challenge for the first chapter because she freaked me the heck out. Oh my gosh. She was so scary, so props for that. As you play, you might notice Molly's watching you from all around, just kind of stalking you. It's insanely creepy, though I'm shocked I missed what could have been the worst jump scare in the entire game for me because apparently she was right behind me and I just happened to never turn around. Maybe that's for the best though. She scared me. One of the notes that I actually took down while I was playing the game was, "Oh my god, the bird," which about summarizes how I feel about her. The only other mascot we come in contact with is Lloyd, but none of the sequences with him actually have any consequences, which was, you know, it's kind of meh. It would have been fun if he could have done some damage to us as well, but he just kind of ran away. Looking at the graphics, I would have never expected that this was the first full game that Unique Geese had ever developed. It looked really good, and actually, while I was playing it, I kept thinking to myself, if this is the standard we're starting to hold indie games to, then holy crap, we're in trouble because we are getting spoiled. Between this game, Finding Frankie, Poppy Playtime, indie mascot horror game graphics are getting wildly good. And not just that, but the sound design and the music is also so fitting and fleshes out the world. When I think about this game and how insanely popular it got in such a short amount of time, honestly, it makes sense to me. This game is, number 1, short. It took me about 45 minutes to complete Chapter 1, which is a great length for a first chapter. Number 2, it's great quality. Again, with the quality of the graphics, the sound design, the voice acting, and the gameplay, it makes it stand out among indie games in its genre. Number 3, it is chock full of lore. We all know how much people absolutely adore screening through games to learn everything there is about the characters, the plot, the park, and its history. And oh boy, I get the sense that there is a lot of lore to discover, so of course everyone wants to learn more. Number 4, it's a great entryway into mascot horror. When I played Poppy Playtime, I thought it was a good entry game for anyone who was thinking about playing mascot horror but wasn't sure if they like it. But now I know this is the game you want to show them. If you're a hardcore horror game fan, you probably thought that there weren't enough scares in Chapter 1. If you're like me and you like horror but are a scaredy cat, you probably thought that this game had the perfect amount of scares in it. And actually, honestly, I would have been totally fine with a few more, but if you're just getting into horror and you don't want the pants scared off of you quite yet, then this is a good experience. And lastly, I think the thing that made it so popular so fast is that it was developed by a popular YouTuber. It had a fan base waiting for it to drop. It had a huge audience to advertise to. These are things that most indie games do not have, so when you pair that with the fact that it's a good game, of course it did well. It makes complete sense why everyone loves this game, because I do too. Honestly, I really loved the game. It's fun, it's simple, the characters are really great, and it sets up an amazing world for a second chapter. I'm so excited for the game to drop in hopefully December 2025. I would recommend this game to anyone who's looking for a new short indie horror game that likes mascot horror. Or even if you don't, you still might enjoy this one. It's simple gameplay, so if you're not looking for a huge amount of excitement, action, gunfighting, zombies, it may be exactly what you're looking for. This game is super well crafted and deserves the attention it's getting. If you'd like to see how I played the game, make sure to check out SumiGames Plus, where the playthrough is posted just for you. Indigo Park is free on Steam, so you have literally no excuse to not go try it out. Check it out and let me know what you think. Hey, thanks for watching. If you haven't already, make sure to hit the subscribe button. It really helps the channel out a lot. I hope you have a great day or night or whatever time it is for you, and we'll see you in the next one.